as a sort of family heirloom to pass down to my children one day. I got this very, very nice copy of Beowulf. I'll show you some of like the imagery from it. Very much inspired by the Book of Kells. I don't know if you know what the Book of Kells is, but the imagery in it is fantastic. I honestly don't know who translated it. It doesn't even say. Don't say nothing. But, you know, if I read something, start with Seamus's translation. He's the easy one. It reads, "So the Spear Danes in days gone by, and the kings who ruled them had courage and greatness. We have heard of those princes' heroic campaigns. There was Shield Chafeson, scourge of many tribes, a wrecker of mead benches, rampaging among foes. This terror of the hall troops had come far. A foundling to start with, he would flourish later on, as his powers waxed and his worth was proved. In the end, each clan of the outlying coasts beyond the Whale Road had to yield to him and begin to pay tribute. That was one good king." That's Seamus's translation. Now, let's listen to this one. A little bit, you know, here we go. You also have, of course, the old English on this side, which is nice, very much appreciated. "Though praise of the prowess of people kings, of spear-armed Danes in days long sped, we have heard, and what honour the Aethelings won, oft child of the chafing from squandered foes. From many a tribe the mead bench tore, a wing the earls. Since erst he lay friendless, a foundling fate repaid him, for he waxed under welkin, in wealth he throve, till before him the folk both far and near, who house by the Whale Road heard his mandate, gave him gifts a good king he." Love this translation. The story is probably, it takes place in 600 to 800 AD. So, and it takes place in Northern Europe, kind of like southern Scandinavia, Denmark, and lower Sweden. The story is a very pagan story, but the Christian monks who wrote it down, they really put a lot of a Christian spin on things. So like maybe some obvious changes that they might have made is like when Beowulf and his thanes, when they arrive in Daneland, which is modern day Zealand in Denmark, when they land there, there's like a bit in the poem where it's like, oh, they gave offerings to God and thanked Jesus Christ and stuff. Probably in reality, they might have done like a sacrifice to Odin or, Thor, Njord or something. Big epic poem, it's like the epic poem of like Northern Europe. And if you want like a good window into the sort of like the pagan worldview pre-Christian, kind of like the Vikings, the Germanic tribes, Beowulf is a good window into it, although not a perfect one. And Beowulf was a poem that inspired authors like J.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings and such, C.S. Lewis, and many, many others. So, fantastic piece of literature.